My name is Henry Bassey. I'm Chief Marketing Officer at Sterling Bank, and we're particularly excited to support the Arcade Festival just because of what it means to us at Sterling. So at Sterling, we're very interested in the creative arts, and from that perspective, we recognize the need for content that is rich and is engaging. As a brand that cares about its environment and cares about people, we tend to pay a lot of attention to connecting with our target audience, and we do it in different ways. So I can give you an example of what we're doing with arts. For example, we've got something called Recyclat, and Recyclat is literally about taking recycled material and using it to make art. And then we're rewarding people for doing that. So we're giving away star prizes like ₦1 million each to the winners. And that in itself is creating a lot of engagement, a lot of connection, because the art pieces are then taken and are scaled and used to beautify public places. Particularly for the women folk, we have paid a lot of attention to designing a product called the One Woman. And the One Woman is a product for every woman. It's not just focused on the high-end woman or the low-end woman. It cuts across to meet women who have real issues. The One Woman card, for example, looks at giving out great rates on loans. It looks at also helping women in the area of infertility and a number of other pertinent issues that women deal with. I mean, women are definitely very close to our hearts at Sterling, just because we know that we need them to make the world happy. And so it's important to be able to work closely with them to help them to develop their highest to develop to their highest potential. And so Sterling Bank pays a lot of attention in this area and is also looking to co-create and partner with women who have great ideas. So at Sterling, we pay a lot of attention to football, fashion and film, and any ideas built around these areas are definitely things that are a win-win for us. So we like to encourage women, even in the workplace. So we've got some interesting engagements that are happening, and from that perspective, we certainly are a big fan of supporting women. I was privileged to sit on the panel that spoke about financing the arts, and the panel really threw up a lot of insight. We recognize the need for people to always do their research very well before they approach anyone for funding. It's also important for you to look at what area you require funding for, and also important for you to have a can-do spirit and a determination not to be turned down. So you're going to have to pitch to a lot of people before you get that one person that would fund your great project. So you must be thick-skinned, you must be also adaptable, because if you pitch and you don't win the first pitch, you must recognize, get the feedback, tweak your idea, so that when the next time you get to pitch, you pitch, and eventually over the number of pitches you have, 1 or 2 or 3 must come through. But the bottom line is that when you're pitching, you're also getting feedback to sharpen your idea and make it a lot more impactful and appealing. And also another thing on the panel that jumped out was the need for you to be good at what you do. So hone your craft. So pay a lot of attention to how you want to be good at what you do. Because if you're good at what you do, you will have a track record. And if you have a track record, people will be able to trust you. And if people can trust you, people will be able to invest in your idea. And that's always the beginning. Another key thing is the fact that it's not always about money. So you might have a good idea, but you need the platform to showcase the idea. And to get that platform, you might not necessarily get paid on the first occasion or on the second occasion. Your ability to be flexible so that when you eventually get that opportunity to be showcased, you get that chance and you kill it when you do, so that from that opportunity, a lot more chances come your way. A final thing I'd like to add from the panel is to prepare for your elevator pitch. There are a lot of investors who are always very, very busy. And when you bump into these investors, don't start to try and get a meeting. Start to talk about what is close to your heart. And for you to be able to talk about it succinctly and clearly, you must have rehearsed and practiced and made it categorically clear in your mind that this is what you want to pitch and this is how you want to do it. And so that when you meet that opportunity, you immediately have your 30 seconds elevator pitch ready, you pull it out, and it's when you get the interest of this investor that he or she would be saying, we need to have a meeting, we need to talk a bit more about this. And when they talk a bit more about it, then the potential to be successful is on the way. Thank you.